Hello guys and welcome, it's Scala here, and today we have another game from the Grandmasters League playing the Grubby and Leslie here in another interesting Protoss versus Zerg game. Haven't seen the replay before, so it's new for me as well. The game takes place on a Neo planet S. Lee, the map that we saw yesterday, the game with the White and Leslie. As we all know, the map a little bit favored for the Protoss player in this matchup, but still, the Leslie showed that he can beat the White, and let's see if he can do the same with the Grubby. So, here in this game, on the bottom left corner, playing red Protoss, it's Grubby from Team Grubby. And on the top right corner, playing the blue Zerg, it's Leslie from Team MYM. Okay, so let's a little bit rewind back to the yesterday's game where we seen the Leslie playing the White. We remember the Leslie is in the same position here as today, and yeah, he chose to use a lot of links, main links, turning into ultralisks, maybe. Maybe that's some corruptors if he's playing for Colossi. But we'll see what he's gonna do today. And seeing that little small chit chat back in with the two players about getting Leslie into the Grubby team, and just troll chat, I believe so. Okay, and yeah, about the Grubby, I know we all love the Grubby about his play style, and he's a really good player and one of the best Protoss heroes in Europe. So, this should be the interesting game, and we're seeing that the Grubby opening is a little bit different than the usual Protoss one. He's not going for really fast expansion and going to gateway here on the main base, not doing the wall-in, so not really afraid of the early Zergling pressure. It's a brave decision, of course. I think he's feeling confident, and who can blame him for that? He's a really good player and one of the best. The really great Grandmaster. So, opening the gateway, cybernetics core, and going into something else, and seeing they're not really going up for the fast expand. Maybe some air pressure somewhere, probably the Stargate and Oracles or Void Rays. We'll see. Still the players are chit-chatting, and who can blame them for that? It's the early phase of the game and you have a lot of time, a lot of spare time for that. Seeing the Leslie took the expansion really quite fast, and it's usual thing for the Zerg. It's a standard game, and the Grubby is not really playing the Forge Fast Expand style, going for expansion after all, but without the wall in here and the next base, and only having one gate and cybernetics core up and researching the gateway, the warp gate technology, and now going for the wall in with the pylon, and Zerglings are going into the base and seeing that okay, the mothership core is out. It's of course another way to defend the second base. Instead of those forge wall-ins and really fast photon cannons. The mothership core is quite efficient if you're having like 2, 4, even maybe 6 Zerglings, I believe, but still can do some damage against the probes. Oh, small lock here. I'm sorry a little bit about that. And okay, placing more gateways, going for the gateway heavy unit, the composition again, I believe, and the sentries out for the 4 fields, and probably that's it for the Leslie if he's want to do some really early push with the links. And it's seeing the Leslie taking the third base again here on the 3 o'clock position, the same as the last game. I believe that's his way of playing and taking the not really taking any gas at the moment. Going for that probably really soon, since not having the speed upgrade for the links, just macroing really up and mining the lot and as much minerals as possible. Placing those 2 links here for the guarding purposes. Meanwhile, the Grubby is moving out, having the sentry out and piloting the pylon. You need to remember that he has 3 gates at the moment, and all 3 gates are warp gate, also adding a Stargate, so we're gonna see some Stargate additions to his build, and that's really good. I missed that from the white try yesterday. So he's going as 3 zealots, sentries. It's really nice composition at the moment against the Zerg players. Some force fields, and zealots do really good job and just shred the Zergs apart. Okay, he's going in and see what's going on here with the 3 zealots and 1 sentry, but the mothership core needs to take out those queens really fast, and slow is going on. That just to be sure that the queen doesn't really escape that fast. Okay, he lose a sentry here, but managed to save all three zealots at the moment. And okay, the lot of forces the Leslie to make a lot of links to get them out. And still attacking here with the mothership core. It's a little bit tough against the queen, but decides to turn back. No, he doesn't. Sending out some reinforcements with the extra zealots. Okay, now the Leslie have all some roaches out. And nice information for Grubby, a little bit scouting here with the mothership core, flying over to seeing if there is a third base. It's no, the probe is there and seeing it. Let's see about the kills, and I see no worker kill made by the Grubby at the moment. Managed to kill a little bit less units than Leslie, and in total he's a little bit supply behind than the Zerg player. And now Leslie's turning back and going for the counter-attack. Couple of links, couple of roaches, but I believe it's not really gonna be enough since it's the mothership core. And oh, nice hallucination there by the Grubby, he made Colossi. Oh, and meanwhile they're going for the Phoenixes instead of the fast Void Race. The first thing is just, of course, the map control. It's really important at the moment for the Protoss player, and also the nice harassment options. I believe some Oracle would be nice, but he prefers to do those Phoenixes here. Picking up 1-2 drones. Probably is gonna pick some drones up more. Oh no, Cope picked up the queen. It will be a little bit better for him if he managed to kill it. Still not really enough firepower, but oh yes, he managed to kill it. I believe, yes, and he did. So the 1 queen down. Small victory here for the Grubby. Sniping off some overlords and trying to get another queen down. Meanwhile, reinforcing, getting up additional gates. Having a robotic facility out, working out from the 2 bases, and making up some weapon upgrades. Okay, sniping off some drones, and now the Leslie plays down the spore crawlers. Probably the Phoenixes need to get out of there. Okay, what's the answer from the Leslie? He's just not really focusing on those Phoenixes. He doesn't really care about them, as it seems. Just picking up some spores down, and a lot of roaches. It seems it's gonna be really roach heavy here from the 3 bases. If the push is coming up, that's not really a lot of Phoenixes can do. Also need to mention that the Phoenixes are low on energy at the moment. They killed a couple of workers, and 5 in total. Still could be able to do a little bit more. But with a 6, 7, and kill the 2 queens. So it's something at least, of course. Grubby plays down some proxy piles here at the top, and the mothership core is still floating in the middle and not really thinking about expansion. I believe he had to think about that. At the moment, having at the base a lot of sentries, stalkers, immortals, not producing any colossi, so not going for the colossi play. He knows that the roach are coming, and the really big amount of roaches are coming towards the Grubby base. Oh, nice force field here by the Grubby in the middle of the map, and near his base, but oh, not enough 1 force field, I believe. But nice immortal play, very nice use of it. They outrange the roaches and not allow them to come really closer, but those roaches, there are just too many of them. I believe that managed to kill a lot of sentries here, and one immortal, stalkers, and no, seems like Grubby is in the trouble. All immortals down, a lot of roaches in the base. He tries to warp in the zealots. That should do a little bit of trick, and maybe, I believe, you need to pull some probes as well. The roaches are in the main base. They first colossi out for the Grubby, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be a lot better than at the moment. Just just need to save him, and but the constant reinforcements from Leslie is coming, and the Lings and the Roaches. He's making nothing else than just Lings and Roaches here, and going for the Burrow upgrade. It's gonna be really useful upgrade for the Leslie, since he can regenerate the health of the Roaches really fast. Meanwhile, the Grubby is going for thermal lens upgrade for the Colossi units for extra range, and the photon overcharge is on the mothership cores trying to help out. Leslie's focusing down those gateways, and oh, massive amount of Berserk units are in the base of the Grubby. Well, meanwhile, the Leslie's taking his time and still making for another hatchery here on the top of the map on the 12. Burrowed some Roaches down, and now the Grubby have already 2 Colossi out, and need to remember you all that the more the Colossi, the better, until the number of, let's say, 5 Colossi. It's really good, and Leslie needs to think about this. He have a Spire, but I believe no Corruptors out at the moment. Okay, some nice Zealots here on the 4th base of the Leslie at 12. I think the Roaches can handle it, but seems like Grubby's moving out of the base, and with just 2 Colossi, couple of Zealots, couple of Stalkers, and Phoenixes. Sniping around 2 Overlords here. Leslie is at the moment in the supply lead. The Grubby is taking another base. Here he decides to take one on the 9 o'clock, and meanwhile they're taking base, going for more on the top and using those Phoenixes really well. They definitely paid off already. They managed to pick a lot of units here, and Leslie really have nothing to counter them. No Hydras, no Corruptors at the moment. And yeah, apart from that, the Grubby really seems to be a little bit in good shape at the moment. Little Roach poke here on the bottom of the map. Meanwhile, the same one on the top of it. Leslie is everywhere with his Roaches. It's really nice play from him, and we see it's different strategy than previously on yesterday, with a lot of Lings, Banelings, Ultralisks later, and Corruptors. Now the Leslie is going also for the Hydras. Some Roaches on, I believe he's really a bit annoyed of those Phoenixes, and he wants to really counter them. Just need to be sure about those Colossi. At the moment the Colossi count is only 2. It's really doable with the Roaches only. With some Hydras, and oh, that Grubby says GG, just can't stand that big amount of Roaches. Another nice victory from the Leslie. GG for the Grubby, and Mr. White Race again, I believe. Or just not really enough harassment during the first phase of the game. No Void Prisms, no Oracles. That's the thing, you need to harass the Zerg at the moment. Whatever all the players say, the Zerg is quite stable, and Leslie shows that he knows how to play the race and does really well. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe, like, and so on, and see the next videos really soon. See you guys.